This episode is sponsored by Where to Shop and Dine. Download the app on Google Play Store or Apple App Store today. Connecting colleges and communities. You're watching Scene TV, and I'm Maya McNulty, your host. Schenectady Cable Entertainment News and Events. And today on our show, I'd like to welcome Gary Packard. He is the Director of PR over at Jezreel. Welcome. Welcome to the show, Gary.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get started here. I got you on the show because I love the story of Jezreel. So Jezreel International touches lives to the world. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Jezreel, we're the best kept secret in the Capital District. We've been around since 1996. And actually, I'm going to give a plug to the chambers, because until we got into the chambers 3 years ago, a lot of people in the area, a lot of businesses did not know Jezreel. We're based out of Colony, right near Grandma's Restaurant, Interstate Ave. And we have a 22,000 square foot warehouse. And we get Walmart products in. We're exclusive for all 9 Home Depots. We have everything, including the kitchen sink. Pianos and organs and prosthetic legs and walkers and we don't sell anything. Everything we give away to here and throughout the world. We send to over 40 countries throughout the world. We send to Hurricane Sandy victims. A couple years ago, we sent, and we still are, sending shipments of truckloads of Home Depot products. And Hurricane Sandy victims, we sent about 80 shipments of product to them. We have everything, like I said, everything and anything in our warehouse. We don't sell anything, and we deal with ministries and organizations that need products in the area. We have 10 employees, but we depend on volunteers. We're always getting volunteers coming in and sorting products because, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go back. Jezreel was started in 1996, but it took 2 years to develop Jezreel. 1994, Barry Feynman, the director, who went to Russia on a mission trip, and he saw these people selling selling clothes for food. And he said, we have so much abundance here. We need to help the general public and people throughout the world. So he developed this organization to get products that would have been thrown out. The stuff we get from Walmart, it's stuff that's brought back. The stuff we get from Home Depot, it's brought back. CVS, Rite Aid, it's brought back. But there's nothing wrong with it. We just waste so much stuff. It's unbelievable. So he, 1996, he developed this organization, and he took the money from his own pocket to get a warehouse, a 6,000 square foot warehouse, and it took 2 years to put together one shipment, and that shipment didn't go to Russia, it went to Israel. And not until 2005, we sent 50 shipments to Haiti. Do you remember Haiti when they had this tsunami?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So we sent 50 shipments, and it was really hard, and still is hard to send shipments to Haiti because there's so much corruption there. And we became well known throughout the industry, the nonprofit industry, and we're dealing with Feed the Children, and that's the biggest in the world, and so from then on we just started getting bigger and bigger, and last year we sent 133 shipments all over the world. 133, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And this year we're going to do over 150. Now what's really something is our new venture. And we're still shipping to here. I mean, any hurricane victims, any tornado victims. In fact, last year, do you remember the tornado victims in Oklahoma City?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, we sent whole trailer load of sheetrock, and then Colorado flood victims. We sent a lot of Home Depot products over there. Home Depot, it's just amazing. They're donating all kinds of stuff so we can ship out to give to people in need. Now, our new venture is for the veterans. Last year, which is really amazing, we want to help the veterans. We want to do whatever we can to help the vets. Last year, we had a Veteran Appreciation Day, and it was amazing. Like I said, we have a 22,000 square foot warehouse. We used half of it. It was we used 12,000 square feet, and one half of that was for our ceremony. We had 85 veterans, and you know what's amazing, Maya? We had 85 vets, 75% were homeless. Isn't that amazing? 75%.
That's a shocking number.
Yeah, of our vets were homeless. And we had ceremony, we had color guards, we had bagpipe players, and then we were giving out food. We got food from Michael's Banquet House, and I mean, people are so generous. We got food from Olive Garden for 150 people. It was amazing. They just donated it, and we were giving out raffles. And this is an amazing story. We were giving out raffles, and this one lady, we were giving out unbelievable stuff. A wood stove, which was right on, there was a tag right on there, $1,000.
Yeah, this is a great story, too, so do tell it.
Yeah.
About the person that won it.
And I'm going to tell that.
Tell the story.
So the person so $1,000. So she's this person that won the wood stove. She says, I really don't want the wood stove. I'd rather have a toolbox. Okay, and that was worth about $800. And so we said, pick out the ticket. So she picked out the ticket, and a veteran won the ticket. And he says, I can't believe you picked my number. Now, I want to tell you a little story, and he told us a story. He said when the lady won the wood stove, supposedly, he says, my heart was in my mouth because I prayed that I would get that wood stove from my mother. What happened a week ago, you're looking at December, it was cold, and in Bern, it was freezing up there. And her furnace died, and I couldn't afford to get her a furnace. I couldn't afford to get her a wood stove. So she's heating her house with an oven. Can you imagine that? In the middle of the winter.
Yeah, no.
It's dangerous. She's an elderly lady. So this veteran was in tears. He says, I can't believe it. I prayed before I got up. When I came, hopefully I'll win a wood stove. And he says, it's amazing. I won that wood stove. Yeah. And he was in tears.
She repicked the number.
And she repicked the number. And he was in tears for that. And it was many stories. And then we had 50 tables filled with clothes, personal care, household, nutrition drinks. And clothes, you're looking at kids' clothes, adults' clothes, shoes, and everything was new. And we had carts, and they were putting it in carts, and they were just so excited about it. And they said, what really means what really means a lot to us is that you thought of us and you appreciate us. More than anything. And what's amazing is the veterans want to get stuff not for themselves, for other people.
Yeah, they have a big heart. Yeah.
They have a huge heart.
Well, they served, and now they want to continue to serve.
Serve other people.
Yeah, that's what they were born with, that
right.
instinct.
Yeah, and so we said, this is great for one day, but I think we need to do something throughout the year. So we're putting together, in fact, it's almost done. I was just... it's amazing what's going on. The Veteran Miracle Center, the only one we know of in the country, where the vets will get anything and everything they need, not want, need. And they have to qualify through one of 40 veteran organizations, the Red Cross, the VA, the VFWs, some of the other veteran organizations. And once they qualify, we're going to just say, hey, you have a voucher. They can come to Jezreel and get once a month. They can sign up and get what they need.
Yeah.
If they need
amazing
kitchen
story.
sinks, if they need toilets, if they need paper towels in the store. It's a beautiful store. I can't believe it. The store, we're going to have racks of clothes. In fact, by the way, we have 1,500 brand new two-piece suits. And we had an event about a month and a half ago where we fitted about 40 vets. They got new suits, and it was a job fair. Dress for Success for the vets.
Oh,
and
beautiful
brand new
story.
and
Beautiful
brand new.
story. I love your
shirts.
passion. Continue.
Yeah. and brand new shirts but the vets were in tears and
Appreciative.
Yeah.
Most things that we're taking for granted and saying, okay, well, I'm not going to wear that. I'm not going to wear, or I've been
Right.
seen in this. I've been seen in that.
Exactly.
And they're just grateful.
Right.
So, yeah.
And the vets are just so appreciative. So we're setting this up, and we're going to have an open house. This is going to be for organizations, for businesses. We're going to have 6 ribbon cuttings, and this is November 14th from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock, and we're going to have it catered by Marriott. In Albany. I mean, it's amazing what Marriott does.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there.
And in fact, Marriott catered the last event, the Veteran Appreciation Day, the amazing organization, and that's on Wolf Road.
Yeah.
And also we're going to have, we're going to have the color guards from LaSalle Institute. We're going to have Patriot Riders. These are the riders with the flags, and I don't know, it might be 50 or more Patriot Riders going down our street, hey, they're supporting the vets.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a ceremony. We have, I think, 3 or 4 generals that are gonna be there, and it's just so amazing, things that are going on.
Yeah.
And
it's happening right here in the Capital Region. What's the address again?
And the address is 10 Interstate Ave, Albany, New York. And do you know, if you know where Grandma's Pie Shop is, most people do, right across the street when you're going towards Albany is Leah Honda. Take a right. At the end of the street, you'll see this huge warehouse, 22,000 square feet, and you're going to see tons and tons of people there, so you're not going to miss not going to miss where Jezreel is.
Nope, you're not going to miss it at all. No. Let's get serious here about some of the things. We talked about the warehouse and the square footage. It is enormous. We talked about the veterans store. So how can people get involved with helping in the warehouse and helping at the veterans store?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Maya. Okay. As far as the warehouse, we get stuff that was from Walmart, CVS, like I said, that stuff that needs to be sorted. We have to make sure that we get OTC, over-the-counter drugs, that we have to sort. You have to look at the small numbers. And so we get, in fact, yesterday we had, what do we have, 20 volunteers from SUNY at Albany, the students. They have to volunteer. So if we can get the schools to come and volunteer. Just to sort the clothes and personal care and household and toilet paper and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and
everyone can do it. You don't need any special talent or skill.
Not at all.
Just the willingness to help. Right?
Absolutely, and also for the Veterans Center, we're going to have areas where you can, if you wanted to, you can put the stuff on racks. Right now, this is the only one in the country, so we're experimenting with it.
Yeah.
We're not sure how this is going to work, but I know everybody's real excited about it.
Yeah, we're fired up. Yeah. Tell us about the location for the store. Is it it's part of Jezreel? The whole
right.
Tell us about that.
Now Jezreel is we're using it as 2 entities. Okay, Jezreel International is we're helping the veteran. I mean, we're helping people in the area, the Alpha Centers and different organizations, the City Mission and places like that. In fact, there's a organization that's going to be helping, I think, 10,000 people. We gave 2 pallets of food, baby food, for that. I think it's name of the organization that they're helping is. For the Feed the Hungry, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's in November. They get about I think 2,500 people, 2,500 cars, but it's feeding about 10,000 people. Yeah. It's amazing.
Are there special hours for the Veterans Shop and for the Jezreel the Warehouse?
Now Jezreel the Warehouse, it's actually we have new hours, 9 to 8 Monday through Thursday. So you can give me a call, Gary Packer. You can call my cell at 421-7331, and I'll set you up from 9 to 8 o'clock at night. If you work 4 hours, we'll give you lunch.
Yeah,
all right?
Great.
And we've been giving candy out. We have pallets and pallets of all kinds of Godiva candy, so people are having a blast going there.
Yeah. What's your website again?
And the website is www.jzrl.org, and that's for Jezreel. And the other website for the Veteran Miracle Center is albanyvmc.org.
Yeah. So let's talk about your role as the PR director for Jezreel. What's been one of the most moving moments, I guess, in your career right now with Jezreel?
There's so many of them, but I think the most moving moments were, well, actually, I'm going to tell you, another moment was unbelievable. Last 5 years, we were giving out about $100,000 to $150,000 of brand new toys to the ministries in the area. They were giving toys to the kids. So we don't have private parties coming. It's only organizations coming, because we give everything away. We don't sell anything. It's the only organization around that does anything like it. So, so I think these people getting the toys for the kids, I think that was amazing. And just see them in tears. I can't believe all this stuff that you're giving out. And that other situation where we're giving the wood stove to the veteran. I mean, he was in tears, and that was really quite a moment.
Let's speak on behalf of the 40 nations across the world that Jezreel has helped. I don't think people really understand the magnitude of the help that this local organization right here in Albany is helping countries over the world. So let's talk about that and how Jezreel has helped them.
Okay. We ship to Philippines, to Russia. I think we're going to be shipping too much to Russia right now. Russia, to Africa, to South America, and these are the poor and needy. You're looking at people that have nothing. For example, we sent rice packs to Philippines. We sent 3 they call it container loads of rice packs, and each container contains 25 pallets. And each container of 25 pallets of these rice packs will feed 135,000 meals. Can you imagine?
Amazing.
Almost 500,000 meals with 3 containers that we sent to the Philippines. And we did the same thing with Haiti, and they're just so appreciative.
Yeah, and again, it's no cost to them, right? How does a country?
Well, actually, we have a they call it a consignee. We have to make sure it's going to get to the right location. They pay for shipping.
Okay. Yeah. But other than that, the stuff's free.
Right.
And so you work with the Red Cross and hospitals, like providing supplies for them. Speak about the products and the medical supplies in less underprivileged countries that Jezreel has shipped to. Okay.
We shipped EKG machine to Mexico. We shipped ultrasound machines to I think it was Philippines. We ship prosthetic legs to different countries. Orthopedics, we get syringes. We have everything and anything you can think of except for the prescription drugs, because we don't have a doctor on call. We get dental equipment. We sent a lot of dental equipment down to Mexico. We had an organization we were dealing with, and it started right after 9/11. And they were giving a lot of stuff. They were helping Mexico and countries in Central America, and we were helping them putting a lot of medical stuff together for them.
Also with Hurricane Sandy, let's speak on some of the endorsements that you've received from Congress. You've actually had some congressmen endorse you guys for your great service and work that you've been doing that's affected many, Hurricane Sandy, for example.
Right.
How about that?
Well, actually, Jim Tedisco, he's not a congressman, but he endorsed it. Congressman Gibson, we were giving food to his district in Greene County, food and all kinds of supplies. In fact, we've done that for probably a year, ever since that Hurricane Sandy came about. Last year, we sent a lot of shipments to Fort Plain, where they needed product. In fact, there was one house I went to see after it was finished, and they most of the house was from our products that we brought in. It was just amazing. It's a good feeling that you're helping all these people.
Yeah.
And the house was just, it was just tattered and you know, flood. It was flooded.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's definitely life-changing. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to bring it, you know, out in the open here so we can talk about it and you can speak on behalf of what a beautiful organization Jezreel is. And, you know, Barry, commend him for his efforts and work and just for seeing all these underprivileged and wanting to make a difference. And yeah, let's talk about it. So it's kind of like a divine privilege to help these people.
You know, it's funny. I feel honored to be part of this. You know, I have my real estate license, and you know, I've been a full-time real estate agent for 24 years. I still have my license, but it doesn't mean
the passion.
It's not, and I had the passion for real estate, but you know, we're helping so many people out throughout the world and throughout this area. It's amazing. You know, the Christmas time. I forgot to tell you, last year we had 2 tractor-trailer loads of food and personal care, and we're giving it out to 600 families. They're driving by our warehouse, and we had 50 volunteers. We had 3 police departments. We had Albany Police Colony and the Sheriff's Department, and they were volunteering to put these boxes in people's cars. They had to, our street, they had to make it one way. And close off part of Central Avenue because there were so many cars coming within 2 hours.
Yeah, and we are embarking on the holidays now, so tell us again how we can get in touch with Jezreel to find volunteers, if volunteers want to step up.
I'm in charge of volunteers, so give me a call at 518-421-7331. 518-421-7331. We're also looking for products. If you have any personal care, household, clothes, if you have anything, any medical that, you know, a death in the family, there's so much need, especially today. Need canned products, nothing perishable, but canned products. So, yeah, if you could help us so we can help others, that would be fantastic, would be a blessing.
Absolutely. So we've got some, you guys take care of poverty relief, local charity relief, natural disaster relief, veterans relief. You covered it all. What is something that, now you're doing the store, so are you pre-qualifying anybody to help you run the store, or is it going to be just basically volunteers?
No. Actually, we have Diana Rios from the Red Cross. And the Red Cross knows she's going to help us a couple days a week with a volunteer, and we're just gonna we're working on it. You know, it's in progress. On who's going to do this?
All right. Well, great. All right. Around the world, let's talk about some ongoing conflicts that's happening in Israel right now, and what you guys are doing to help them. Okay.
Well, we're shipping to Israel at least 1 shipment a month so far. We've shipped, I think, about 17 shipments each month. Toilet paper and gloves and we don't ship medical. But yeah, they are having a conflict. Our director actually has a dual citizenship in Israel, and he said when he was in Israel it was very calm. You know, isn't that something? It's a blessing to be able to ship to Israel. We ship at least 25 to 30 pallets of product, of furniture, we don't ship food. It's really tough to get in there. But it's very tough to ship to Israel. They're very cautious. You can't ship anything that's sharp. You can, I mean, you know about weapons. You can't ship weapons. But trying to think, what else do we ship over to Israel? Cleaning supplies and I said furniture, toilet
like
paper,
toys,
and clothes
baby
and toys.
Products.
Yeah, baby products, clothes, toys. But a lot of the stuff they won't take. We are getting thank you Holiday Inn in Saratoga. They're going to give us 1 or 2 truckloads of furniture that they're donating to Jezreel. Really, and that's in Saratoga.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful story. So anything else you want to add to our interview here? I'd loved having you. I love your passion. I love everything you're talking about for Jezreel. I'm really excited to be a part of it. So but what else you got? Well,
Jezreel is just expanding. Last March, we acquired the other half where the we have a warehouse plus where the Veteran Center is, and it was a heating company. It was too small for them, and now it was too big for them. Now it's too small for us, and we're sharing a warehouse with the Red Cross, and then we have another warehouse. I mean, we just don't have enough room. We're just blessed, and in fact, we're getting 3 shipments, about 75 pallets from Walmart this week. 75 pallets. Can you imagine? That's everything. And the next week we're going to do the same thing of diapers and adult briefs and toys and pillows. And then we have another organization that is going to give us a whole tractor trailer loaded pillows, brand new. It's a manufacturer. So we're just getting blessed all over the place. We're getting all kinds of organizations getting to know us and really appreciate what we're doing.
Yeah, it's super. Well, thank you so much, Gary Packard, for being on Scene TV and talking about Jezreel. We so appreciate you, and I love your story.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
You're watching Scene TV, and I'm Maya McNulty, your host, Schenectady Cable Entertainment News and Events. And today on our show, I am so excited to welcome the business Soulicious, Monica McGill. Monica, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's so great to it's great to be here. It's great to have you here. Let's get down to cooking here. All right. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, I didn't start as a chef. I started at the Alternative Living Group, working with disabled, and I've always had a passion for cooking, and I set a goal to open a restaurant, and here I am. So I started at the farmers market on Broadway, and I just I had a passion for cooking, so I opened a restaurant.
Yeah. How old is your restaurant?
2 months.
2 months
2
old.
months old.
Okay, and so why
She's
should
a
people,
baby.
well, like any business, you got to nurture it, and you're stirring the pot, so it's fantastic. Why would a customer want to come to your restaurant? What's Soulicious all about?
I think I have soul food, and I work hard at it, and I, fresh ingredients, and I think people like it.
Yeah, they like the taste?
They like the taste, and I hope. They keep coming back, so that's a good thing.
I like it. So tell us, where did you get some of your recipes and the authenticness of your restaurant?
From my family. Years of, cooking and being in the kitchen and watching people and, working at, like, say, the Taj Mahal I worked at. I learned a lot of Indian cooking from there. And I just pay attention to people. And I, do my own thing. Mix it all up.
What's been one of your most creative dishes?
Well, I do a spin on empanadas. We call them soul panadas. I won't tell you what's in it. You have to come try it. I do collard greens, baked macaroni and cheese, sweet potato, mashed potatoes, smothered pork chops, smothered chicken, barbecue ribs, oxtails. We do a little southern flair with that. Pretty much all the soul food that you can think of, I try to add that in my menu. From, like some days I might have butter beans, another day I'll have black eyed peas, things like that. So that's what I do.
Yeah. What's been your top seller?
The macaroni and cheese, fried chicken, Soulicious punch. We made up a little punch and, put a little pineapple on top, and people love it. Everybody buys one. I hardly sell any sodas because I sell a lot of Soulicious punch. So that's nice.
How did you come up with the name Soulicious?
I just kind of thought of it. It just kind of came to me. I liked it. It sounded good in my head.
Yeah. And actually, I think for me with Soulicious, I feel like that soul food, that passion, that love, that creativity, that heart that you really put into your food when you're making it. Yeah, well, it resonates because when I had the pleasure of dining at your restaurant and eating your Southern fried chicken and the punch and you were just reminding me of, and it was absolutely delicious and it was different. It was really different, and you weren't going to get that anyplace else in the capital region. So what are some other things that inspired you to start cooking?
People, and my love of food. I like to eat. I like to cook, and I like people. So I like talking with everyone when I'm cooking, but you know, I'm more so in the background now. When I did the farmers market, I was like right in your face. I kind of miss that, but I like where I'm at now too. I really do miss the people though. Like you'll see
look at the people that come to you, right?
I know, if you come in and I'll be looking through the window, how you doing?
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So Monica, how are you getting customers to find out about your restaurant?
Facebook. We got a lot of menus out there. I keep running out of menus because we're sending so many menus out. Word of mouth from people. A show like this. That's pretty much how I've been doing it. And when I'm out and about, I talk to people like, come on into my restaurant. And people have been coming in and they've been becoming loyal customers.
Yeah,
so.
Let's plug the address. Where are you located?
2535 Broadway. Directly across the street from First Niagara Bank. Because people kind of
right at the light, right? So if you're at that stoplight, you can say, Monica, give me a to-go. It's like Monica's drive-thru for Soulicious.
Park right in front.
Oh, let me ask you, I know some chefs, they're inspired by music when they're cooking and some songs or just the melody. And did you have any of that?
Got the R&B going all day. Either R&B or I put on the Alanis Morissette station. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Music is good. If it's too quiet, it's too quiet. I like noise. I like,
So you start jamming and making your food.
Especially if I'm by myself. I'm in there singing and, I might move a little bit. I'm stirring the pot. But yeah, definitely music is a staple at Soulicious.
I love the life that you bring to your cooking. You're welcome. That's important, and you can feel that Soulicious in you.
Thank you.
What are some of the authentic dishes that you have made that have really inspired you to maybe even tweak it a little better or to say, you know what, this is perfect. Everybody's got to try this.
Most of the dishes that I do cook, I've tweaked from learning from aunts and my mother and family. I've did my little spin on it because I learned to do different things with cooking too. With working in an Indian restaurant, I've learned to do some different stuff that I'm like, okay, this works for me and the people love it. This is what I'm going to do. So that's what I do.
Have you had any challenges so far in the 2 months that you've been open?
I've had some challenges. I mean, with getting customers in because I'm not, I don't have a lot of advertisement. So people, a lot of it's like word of mouth, and maybe they'll show up. They tell a friend, and then the friend comes like 2 weeks later. So it's coming along. I wish it was coming along a lot better, but I'm doing very well.
Well, just like soul, it takes a little time to get that going, and
and I know I'm patient. I'm patient because I see the, people are coming. People are coming from all over Schenectady to come to Soulicious, so I love it.
Good. Are you looking to expand? I know it's very young. You're in the baby stages here, but are you looking to expand?
Absolutely.
Menu, location.
Menu, location. I mean, because my dream actually is to have where I could have open mic night, with your food you can eat, and poetry night, things like this is my dream. But I'm starting here, and I know I'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, keep persevering, and you will. So let's ask you, how about help? Do you have a lot of help in your kitchen? Because are you doing this all by yourself?
I do most of the cooking myself, and I do get help with cooking, but most seasoning and all that stuff, I do that all myself.
Yeah. What's something that you'd like to share with everyone? Even maybe somebody that's wanting to open their own restaurant, you know, maybe they're fearful of taking that first step, or maybe they've had drawbacks in their life, because you've shared with me where it's some of it's been challenging, but you're here now. You know that this is where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's tough. You're going to want to give up a million times. I was 2 seconds from giving up, and, you know, everything fell into place, I guess, at the right time, but it was very challenging with just even getting the place open and, you know, getting all the things that I needed, and certain things, like if you're new at business that you don't know, that I had to figure out at the last minute, which pushed things back. So, you know, just, I mean, my advice is try to learn as much as you can and talk to people and ask questions, because some people aren't going to tell you. Some people who are in the know don't tell you. You got to talk to other people. I mean, that's just the experience I've had, that you really, you know, if you don't know something, don't give up. Just, you just might find out a little later than you expected.
Yeah. So do you have a recipe book of all your, like, no, not yet? You probably will get one, because there'll be some recipes that people will want over and over again, that you say, hey, 10 months ago I was in and I love that fried chicken. And now you
well, I know I have a recipe. It's just in my head. It's in my head.
The secret sauce is in Monica's head.
I will, you know, get a book and write everything down at some point. I'm just, you know, I don't have time right now.
So if people wanted to get in touch with you, what's the phone number?
You could call 518-357-3777, and that's our Soulicious phone number. And I'm also on Facebook. I have a Soulicious Facebook. I have, I don't know, what is that? A check-in page on Facebook. So that's how you can get a hold of me.
So has there been any other challenges, Monica?
The one major challenge that I'm finding is getting things from the kitchen to the window to the customer, with because I want to make sure everything is fresh, and I want to make sure everybody gets their food and they're like, oh, this is, you know, it's hot. So that's my only challenge.
So you're trying to cook and ring the register and then do customer service all at once, you know, the hostess, the hostess.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and, you know, I do have someone in the front, but I mean, as far as like, you know, you want your greens hot, you want your chicken hot, you know, and everybody wants their food fresh. Yeah, it is. And that's been my challenge that I've been trying to work out actually from the beginning, and I'm still kind of tweaking it. So, you know, be patient with me. Your food will always be fresh. Just might take a minute longer
to cook, but then they'll be able to savor in every bite that they have.
Exactly.
So that's wonderful. Monica, I want to thank you so much for being on Scene TV. It was a pleasure to have you here today on Scene TV, and Soulicious, everybody. Thank you.